Good evening, I'm Florence John Duo and welcome to this week's Olsem Wanem program. Tonight we feature the Ok Tedi Development Foundation, or OTDF, a legal entity that manages community development benefits for the Ok Tedi Mining Limited. We take you to the Community Mine Continuation Agreement Corridor of Western Province, where news journalist Stanley Over Jr. traveled with the OTDF team and captured some of the many works OTDF is doing to the communities along the Middle and South Fly region. But first, here is a brief on what the Ok Tedi Development Foundation is all about.
The Ok Tedi Development Foundation, or OTDF, is the community development vehicle for mining company Ok Tedi Mining Limited. First established in 2001, it stands to improve self-sustainability and quality of life of Western Province communities under the Community Mine Continuation Agreement, or CMCA. Since 2001, OTDF has gone through three major evolutions: its establishment, acceptance, and delivery phase. Realizing development aspirations of mining impact communities is one of the top priorities for OTDF, and it promotes it through a theme of community self-reliance through socio-economic initiatives and improved infrastructures.
OTDF as it is today became independent of Ok Tedi Mining Limited operations in 2010, and we are the delivery vehicle for our CMCA community partners. So that's the Community Mine Continuation Agreement people, all up and down the Fly River, up in the Star Mountains and in the Delta here in the South Fly.
OTDF's main focus is on 5 sectors: economic development, education, health, infrastructure, and social development. All of this is achieved through a close dialogue with local communities, the provincial government, and key partners.
So we have a significant responsibility to further develop the people of Western Province, particularly in this CMCA corridor, and we do that through a series of valuable partnerships. We can't do it alone, and we're very reliant on partnerships with the state, particularly through the Department of National Planning and Monitoring, around the medium-term strategy of Papua New Guinea, and making sure that our plans are aligned with that. Also critically with the Fly River Provincial Government, and making sure that our plans are also aligned with the Provincial Development Plan. Through those mechanisms, we have been in close communication with communities. Our community partners are our most valuable partners.
Funding comes from trust investments of the CMCA communities. The investments include shipping vessels, aviation, and real estate. All of these, plus Ok Tedi's tax credit scheme, are administered by the Department of National Planning and are released as project funding. Since its establishment, OTDF has been working to improve lives of communities in growth centers of Western Province, and they have invested in building roads, bridges, and jetties. All contribute to what they stand for, and that is sustainable development in Western Province.
Ok Tedi recognises that yes, there has been an impact on the environment, there has been an impact on the people living in the Fly River corridor, but it's the manner in which we go around addressing that impact and utilising the funds that are made available to these people to genuinely improve their lives going forward.
Welcome back to the program. For years, the Ok Tedi Development Foundation, with its partners, has helped deliver services and develop major infrastructures in Western Province. With their work surrounding the national government's development goals, OTDF is a major development vehicle for mine impact communities along the Fly River corridor. In this segment, we feature the opening of the Madire Fly Jetty.
Since 2001, the Ok Tedi Development Foundation, or OTDF, has been working to improve lives of thousands along the Fly River corridor. Since the inception of the tax credit scheme in 1996, OTDF has developed over 119 impact projects. In the last 5 years, it has been working specifically in the areas of health, education, road infrastructure and jetty projects. George Kombe, who is OTDF's Infrastructure Development Manager, told Olsem Wanem on the number of projects they are engaged in.
OTML tax credits raised in 1996, actual works commenced in 1997. Since the inception of this OTML tax credit scheme, a total of 119 impact projects has been delivered, worth of 283.4 million kina. The infrastructures that the high impact structures that we normally carry out is such as the Fly River Jetties is one of them, water supplies, housings, schools, bridges and roads. This year alone, it's about 9 impact projects, a total of 96.4 million. Out of that 9 projects, 2 projects are in stand-up stages, while rest are in construction stages.
Health and education remains a top priority. In health, a 5-year plan was developed with the National Department of Health plan focus. This plan adopted the Back to Basics primary healthcare, which in a small way contributed immensely to the overall health standard of Western Province.
In that light, just to give a few examples and focusing on the sectors in which we're looking at going forward in the future, is the health sector. We've been privileged to partner with Apton Associates, and the gains that we've made in just 3 years in health across the Fly River has seen Papua New Guinea rated by the National Department of Health as last in Papua New Guinea in 2013 when we started the program, to fourth, the fourth best achieving province according to national health indicators at the end of 2015. So that's exceptional progress in the health sector, and we're certainly very proud that we're able to elevate the standard of health across Western Province and play what small part we can.
In education, OTDF partnered with Cardno, who wrote the Western Province Education Support Program. This was stationed around 3 main pillars: improving student learning, strengthening education management, and improving school infrastructure through community engagement.
We've partnered with Cardno to took us almost 2 years to work on a Western Province education strategy that we believe was well suited to the needs of Western Province. I mean, this is a very difficult province from logistics point of view. It's a very difficult province from teacher retention. It's a very difficult province as far as maintaining capacity building is concerned, and assisting the government to be able to roll out what they want to do in health and education in particular. That alignment means we also need to be very close to the faith-based organisations, particularly the Catholic Church and the ECPNG, to deliver a vision for improving education in a similar manner to what we were able to do with health.
OTDF also prides itself with social development, especially in youth, women and children. In 2007, the CMCA Review Agreement allocated 10% of all OTML benefits to women and children. This, for the first time, has given women equal participation in development projects in the CMCA corridor.
Along with the youths, we have our women and children. We have a famed women and children's program at the moment, and full credit to Ok Tedi Mining Limited for ensuring that 10% of all benefits that are given across the CMCA must go to the women. And that was a decision made in 2007, And we're very happy to have been able to work with the women and form associations and to have them functioning in the manner that they're now on the highest level of decision making within OTDF. They sit on our board and that we're making community development decisions through that mechanism.
Ok Tedi Mining Limited tax credit scheme contributes to most funding of OTDF's projects. The tax credit scheme was created by the national government to manage large programs targeted towards tangible benefits to mine impact provinces. The Fly River Jetty project is one of many projects funded under the tax credit scheme.
So far it's five jetties. Two new jetties are the one that I'm standing now, Suki, and the one that yesterday was launched, opening. Whereas the other three are upgrade. Upgrade in the sense where previously that upgrade jetties were only cater for the smaller vessel that is about 50 deadweight, and also can only cater for contain the one or two the only one containers. However, the new upgrade can cater for the bigger vessels that is about 2,000 deadweight and 4 to 5 containers. So that's enough worth it.
The Madire Jetty sits close to the mouth of Papua New Guinea's largest river, the Fly River. Madire, like other communities along the Fly, is heavily dependent on the river system. But for years they have been lacking in this enable infrastructure to further improve their livelihoods.
A very large landmass. This province alone is 1/5 of the size of the whole of Papua New Guinea, yet it only has not much more than 200,000 people. It's very difficult to serve those needs without having enabling infrastructure. That was part of the reason we're here this weekend, was to open the jetties, to have enabling infrastructure for those people living on the river corridor. But OTDF has also done an enormous amount of work in building bridges and building roads to open up communities and areas and government growth centres to ensure that people can get their product out. Our strategy going forward is premised solely around enabling access to markets for our communities. And that's a very important part of our economic development sector. So.
Musewera, who is the chairman of OTDF and the deputy CEO of Ok Tedi, says in order for development to reach the people, there must be infrastructures that will pave the way for it.
Mr. Wanem Ok Tedi, 26 years now. I've been involved with OTDF for the last 12 years. And when I look at Western Province, big pleasure come up. That after so much money has been generated by Ok Tedi, very little development has happened. People of Madire, you should be happy that there is a major infrastructure in your village. There is no way you can develop, suppose no got infrastructure, suppose no got bridge, suppose no got road, suppose no got airstrip. How will you develop?
Madire is one of 5 jetty projects in the Middle and South Fly region. All were constructed by marine construction company Nawai Constructions.
Judging from the last project, which took nearly 9 months to complete, the barge was here, the staff, the highly trained staff were here for 9 months with no issues. It goes to say that these projects would not have been completed unless we had the support of the communities, the local communities at each respective site. We are talking about a structure that has been designed to cater for vessels up to 2,000 tonne. It is a structure that is maintenance free, meaning that it will not need any maintenance for its lifespan. Now this is a structure that has been designed to have a service life of 50 years.
For the locals, the opening of the jetty marks the start of a new beginning. For years, they have been unable to transport their produce to Kiunga and other areas of Western Province. However, they are now given the opportunity to export their goods right from their doorsteps.
Mipla ama maslo ship by come loading rubber lohia na go back na all man by come sali manam diamit lohia na fish wantem baramandi tu all stop that's all. Mipla past time mipla no good idea lo OTDF helping mipla na now mipla sabe finish. So osem na mi come lohia na mi establish this la place. So mi sabe finish money by come up mi south mi market mi make some money lohia.
You're watching Olsem Wanem. In this segment, we feature how the Ok Tedi Development Foundation, or OTDF, is preparing mine impact communities for life beyond mining operations. Eaglewood, rubber and rice farming are part of OTDF's livelihood development package to help locals sustain their livelihoods. Stanley Over Jr. with more.
Leaders of the Community Mine Continuation Agreement gave the support for Ok Tedi Mining to continue mining operations until 2025. At that time, the national government also increased its direct ownership in the company to 87.8%, with all the financial benefits from the mine directed as dividend streams to Western Province, CMCA communities, mine area villages, and the Fly River provincial government.
Now we got big blood challenge, Ok Tedi. Price block copper, price block gold it drop. In Olsem before, price is top on top. We have production challenges. And right now, 1,500 people are working to keep Ok Tedi going, to ensure that we generate the revenue and the benefits for this country, for this province, for the CMC region, for Dudi region.
With the operation time extended, OTDF is now spearheading sustainable development projects for communities along the Fly River corridor as a way to prepare themselves for life beyond mining operations. OTDF Chief Executive Officer Ian Middleton says they recognize the impact the mine has had on the community and they are obliged to deliver on their aspirations.
And it's extremely important that we deliver on their aspirations. We can't deliver on our aspirations, we can't make up development. We need to make sure that we really understand the needs of communities and that we deliver on those needs. And it's our responsibility to make sure that we structure that delivery in line with provincial government growth centres, in line with the medium-term development plan from national planning.
Under OTDF's Economic Livelihood Development Package, 5 major agriculture, livestock and fisheries projects have been developed in the Middle and South Fly region, all of which are aimed to put money back in the pockets of the locals rather than having them depend on cash handouts from OTML. Olsem Wanem was given a tour of the Eaglewood nursery at Nakiku in the South Fly region.
Around me here is nearly 30,000 germinating Eaglewood plants. This is part of a rubber program, a rice program, a chicken egg production program, and a Delta Fisheries program that OTDF is now really pushing through its economic development sector. So this livelihood development program, we've picked this particular one to show all of you because I firmly believe that Eaglewood is going to be the future in Papua New Guinea. I think you're all going to hear over the coming years an enormous amount about this plant that's growing around me. It's a highly valuable species, and it's, in essence, it's all about incense sticks, it's all about perfume.
Thank you to OTDF for what it's been doing for the people of the CMCA community in the last 10 years. And we are also looking forward to do more, for OTDF to do more for the people of the CMCA in the next years to come. I've been living with the people as a leader in my community, and I've seen what OTDF has delivered, especially the livelihood development package. This is to draw away the minds of the people. What they have is that the free cash handout mentality that they have currently. What OTDF is introducing here is to drive that mind away from the people of the CMC community.
While OTDF works along key partnerships and stakeholders, the Fly provincial government over the years has not been involved directly with OTDF. Chairman Musewera says for OTDF's next 5-year development plan, they will include the Fly provincial government as a shareholder. This will pave way for more investments into Western Province and will enable the province to see the developments it rightly deserves.
All the development projects that you're doing, that OTDF is doing, is aligned to the provincial development plan. OTDF, dream one, something, nothing. We have to align. The provincial government shareholding in OTDF is going to be critical to develop this province. With provincial government getting a shareholding in OTML, in OTDF, it is also going to open the door for donor funding. European Union, Australian Development Bank, IFC, all these people want to put money in the province. They're looking for a vehicle. That vehicle is OTDF, but that OTDF must have provincial government shareholding. That is why we're going down that path.
The communities, this is for you. I commend all of you because your aspirations are real. We're delivering on those aspirations. We're not making this up. We're just making sure that it's tied in with the public sector, making sure it's tied in with the country's Millennium Development Goals, etc. So this is for these guys, and we recognise that there are a lot of challenges to come, but we're also very proud of the fact that we know the road that we now need to go down to deliver this for the communities, and that we understand those challenges, and that we just look forward to a very positive 5 years to come.
That's all we have for this week. If you have any comments or stories you would like to share, please send us an email via the address now showing on your screen, or leave us a message on our Olsem Wanem Facebook page. Until then, I'm Florence John Duo, and on behalf of the Olsem Wanem team, thank you for watching and have a pleasant evening.